Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO, coming back for the not annual, but the perennial set Grixis Control video. Whenever a new set comes out, I like to showcase the new cards, whatever is applicable to Grixis Control. And let me tell you, it was hard this time. It was really tough. There's not even like a generic bomb really in our colors. I had to reach pretty deep, but we'll get to that. First, I want to alert everyone's attention to a Team Trios event that's happening in New York. There's going to be a flyer for it on screen right now that I will put in there during editing. My friend Evan, aka Sumerian on MTGO, who donated the Ninjas DBL that I trophied with, that was an exciting video. So yeah, if you're in the area, it's late March. Go check it out. It's sure to be awesome. Now let's talk about Aether It's an artifact vehicle set, much like Kaladesh from a long time ago, but also there wasn't really any tech that I could see that made sense in Grixis Control. There's only two cards that I really think can even slot into the deck. If I'm missing anything, please let me know. You can comment below. Maybe we can do a Aether Redemption video. But I was also scouring the commander sets and couldn't really find much, but I ended up with two. We have Momentum Breaker. It's a one black enchantment, so it's cost the same as Shieldred's Edict, which it's replacing, by the way. Start your engine so when it enters, your top speed becomes 1. And when this enchantment enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each opponent who can't discards a card. So sometimes your edicts are dead, and you just need to get a card out of your opponent's hand. This kind of like makes edicts less dead. However, it's nowhere near as good as Shieldred's Edict because all the modes on Shieldred's Edict make it pretty close to targeted removal. This one, maybe we'll get lucky if Merit Lage is the only creature on board, but we're going to try it out. But there's even more text on this. You can sacrifice it and gain life equal to your speed. So I don't know. Maybe we're up against like Burn and we're applying pressure. We edict away their Goblin Guide or their Monastery Swift Spear or something, and then we deal some damage and we gain like 4 life. That's right. I should probably explain this too. I think start your engines starts your top speed at 1, and then each turn that you deal damage to your opponent, your top speed increases by 2, and you can get to 4. I think 4 is the highest. So we could potentially sacrifice this and gain 4 life. It's not terrible. Then what else? Oh yeah. So usually sets will come out and there will be like some bomb in our colors and we try it out. Like the Bloomberg video, let me try out Ral Crackling Wit. And then the Duskmorn video, let me try out Kaito Bane of Nightmares, and that turned out to be a huge success. This card is made for Grixis Control. In this set, the closest thing we got was Oil Deep Gear Hulk. First off, I want to say I love the art. I love the flavor of this card. I love the old Gear Hulks from the original Kaladesh. Super cool stuff. However, this one is not the craziest Gear Hulk I've ever seen. Blue, blue, black, black. So I'm already pretty nervous about the casting cost. No generic pips at 4 mana. Blue, blue we can support just fine. We cast Narset, we cast Force of Will. Black, black is a lot harder to support. We can do it, especially at 4 mana, but it's not easy. And then you get a 4/4 with lifelink and Ward 1. That could come in handy. Lifelink is pretty cool. We're gaining a lot of life in this version of Grixis Control. And then when it enters, you look at target player's hand, you can choose a card from it, and if you do, that player discards the card, then draws a card. So maybe something cool can work out with Bowmasters or Narset or something like that. Or, we can just filter our own draws. That's probably going to be more useful because in general, the Vendilion click style effects like this have kind of been outside of Legacy's power level for some time. It's been kind of outclassed. But, I'm down to try this out. I think it'll be fun. Let's give it a shot. This is AETHERDRIFT Release Week, Grixis Control. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, all that stuff. All right, what's up, everyone? We're up against Lightwalker, who is a master pilot of Red Painter, sometimes Boros Painter with Enlightened Tutor. I'm gonna let some light in here, speaking of light. Alright, they're keeping 7. Lightning Bolt, Thoughtseize. We'll give it a shot. They have a mountain to start, and that is it. Okay. Bowmasters is not bad, though it seems like these lists have moved away from Goblin Welder and more towards like Pyrogoyf, the One Ring. Hand's pretty strong. I don't think I should try and fight over Red Blast, so I might as well just make them a little worse by taking their Painter's Servant. The other cards are kind of whatever. Dragon Engine, if they play it next turn, it is a big beater. You can't deny it's a big beater. I think it's a big beater. Ooh, nice draw. But here's the weird part. I have no way to find a third land right now. What do I do about the Strix as well? Like, I could just try and run it into a Red Blast. What are the odds that they, like, just don't Red Blast it, though? 0%, apparently. Okay, they're going to activate Wood Foothills here. For a plateau. Okay, that's just that white mana I was talking about. And there's Goblin Engineer. What are they going to try and find here? Grindstone. So they're putting their combo together. One unknown over there. Shouldn't forget about the burst of mana represented by Lotus Petal. Hey. Hey. I feel like I should try and use Snapcaster Mage while they're tapped out of Red Blast, but it's maybe just not good enough. Probably just need to use Kolgon. Oh, I could use Kolgon's command to get Strix back, just kind of tax their Red Blasts. I don't mind that so much. Certified 2-for-1. Notable they missed a land drop last turn. I feel like I don't really need lands until... Okay. Yeah, they feel a little behind. That makes sense. It's a tough matchup for them to navigate since, you know, they have so much susceptibility to spot removal. I don't think I'm allowed to side out Aether cards, right? Even though Oil Deep Gearhulk is such a liability here. It's a blue 4-drop that can't even skirt the stack like Kaito can. We do want Consigned Memory, and we want Fatal Push, and we want Meltdown, and Nile Spellbomb, for that matter. Tamio can go, Narset can go, Force of Will can go, One Strix can go. Spell Pierce is funny, because it's like pretty much the only acceptable way to beat Fable of the Mirror Breaker, since I don't play Hydroblast. I guess Hardcast Force also counts, but, you know, how often is that going to line up? Maybe it's acceptable on the play. I'm going to side out the Gearhulk here. One more cut. Probably Kaito. Bring him back on the play. But on the draw, I do want the third force. They have some mighty fast Goldfish. You can also try Opposition Agent in the matchup to try and catch Urza's Saga Chapter 3. Oh man, this hand is weird. There's no blue mana. This one's weird too. I'll give it a shot. Brainstorm goes. Okay, no turn 1 play. Makes me feel like they have a Red Blast, so let's Thoughtseize them here. Meltdown's a nice draw, but I also cannot afford to get red mana yet. There's Saga. Ooh, Karn, huh? And Imperial Recruiter. Do you think they're going to run out their Imperial Recruiter next turn? I mean, probably. Take that. If they don't draw a Soul Land, next turn I can Thoughtseize Karn away as well. Okay, they're activating Wooded Foothills. I'm playing Goblin Welder. Alright, we're really hoping to hit a land here, right? Well, I mean, it's kind of win-win, I guess, because, like, probably don't need to deal with this Welder just yet. How about a land? Beautiful. Let's take Karn. Although, if they cast Karn, they're not making constructs. We want them to make constructs. We're holding Meltdown. Take Karn. And then Probably push the welder just in case. You don't know what can happen. You don't know what can happen. Activate Bloodstained Mire. Pass. Another land is nice. Cast Ponder. Ooh, Cling to Dust. That's a little too good to pass up if you ask me. And yeah, we'll just let them kind of put their mana into some constructs here. We'll take a big hit. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe we'll chump block. Could also just pick off this first construct with Bowmasters. I'm probably going to play these anyways. Might as well save a little bit of life. If they go land Welder afterwards, it's going to be a little sad. Grindstone. Passing the turn. Yeah, we'll just melt down for 1 here. And then swing for 2. Start the long road. Hopefully with some help from Cling to Dust, we can grind the game out. Another Saga sure is tough. Tough to beat. I am quite concerned about my ability to beat this. Bennett. I prefer to Ancestral Recall over 3 turns with Cling to Dust. Brainstorm. Another Brainstorm. I cited out Kaito, did I not? I sure did. So there's no point to Brainstorm before combat. We'll attack. They're holding that Spirit Guide. They didn't cast it. That's good. How about again? I'll do it again. You'll do it again. Okay. Spirit Guide. Imperial Recruiter. Well, that's quite scary. Are they going to get Painter? And then a Grindstone off their Saga? Yep. They're putting the combo together. They find that more reliable than their constructs. Badlands, not a great draw. I think I'll main phase Cling here. They're going to trade, that's fine. Gotta keep that board clear just in case I draw that terrible Edict. Nothing really too worth hitting here. I don't know. I guess if they have some insane tech like Crucible of Worlds, go ahead and do that. Just a land. Bummer. Flooded. There's the Grindstone. They do have Painters, or Spirit Guides, so if they have a land they can fire right now. Not the case. That's a relief. Alright, we need an answer. And we need one now. Ponder. Don't let me down. Momentum Breaker. I think that's the thing, right? Whoops, I'm stupid. There we go. Nice. Let's crank up the top speed. Oh wait, 3 is the top speed. I made a complete blunder in the what's it called? The deck tech. So we'll gain 3 life potentially. Oh, they have a backup servant. So we lose? Yeah, because I'm drawing Baraglyph, and then I think there's a land after that. And they have the Spirit Guide. Well, that sucks. It's a big Baraglyph. Okay. Just in case, though. Just in case I'm not remembering correctly. Yeah, it was just a land. Okay. I guess they win. But we fought hard to get here. GG. Consigned memory. That, I guess, would have helped before it resolved. Alright. We'll take Kaito, trim Thoughtseize, and then... I guess, nah, I think I do want Opposition Agent. I'm on the play. They got a lot of equity out of just being able to use Urza's Saga to get grindstones that game, because we would have really policed any grindstones coming out of the graveyard. We were like clinging nothing essentially. All right. This card was interchangeable with Sheoldred's Edict though in that game. Gotta point that out. It was just as good. Maybe better. Definitely better, actually. Could have gained me some life. This is a fast Kaito. Provided we hit that land. Which we often do. It is a pretty fast Karn. I can pressure Karn pretty effectively, though. I'm going to take Recruiter. Because it is an X for 1. As long as they don't, like, top deck... what's it called? Painter Servant. Hit the land. Let's go to town. Saga. So one unknown over there. I'll play around Blood Moon as well. Land number 4 is not horrible. Swing in. No blocks. Take this back. It's a good removal spell in the matchup. Looking for, I don't know what. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Something else I didn't mention. We've like never played enchantments before. That's pretty good for Baraglyph, especially one that you can sacrifice readily. Alright, let's keep on slamming. And jamming. There's a construct. It's gonna bait out these Bowmasters, that's fine. Ping. Lightwalker. Trade. Got him at 10. We need to start watching out. They have a City of Traders in hand. Yep. Top. Top. Now we can beat a Red Blast as well. But we might just want to consign Karn here. They're going to float. I don't think Force of Will is so important that I don't want to just like get got by Pithing Needle, you know? Lion's Eye Diamond. Urza's Saga. Karn. We can pressure Karn. If they go upstairs with Karn... I'm gonna let Karn resolve. See what they choose to do. If they plus, they probably want to plus on nothing. Okay, they are going to wish. Are they going to crack diamond in response? I think it would have happened by now. Ensnaring Bridge. Powerful card. Can I get lethal here? I'll have 3... Ping them to 9. 3 power amongst the Bowmasters and 3 from Kaito. How confident am I that I will find Lightning Bolt? I feel like I want to find Lightning Bolt anyways. I can just do all of that like pre-combat, right? Do my searching around. Cast Ponder. Kolaghan's Command. Yeah, that also works because I can plus with Kaito. Attack! Such a great Planeswalker. But just in case something goes horribly wrong. Oh, we're getting the GGs. GG's Lightwalker. Always really scary to face ya. Because you know how to win. Alright. Not a bad first showing for Momentum Breaker, I suppose, but let's keep going. Welcome back for match number 2. Sorry, I was told that the formatting in the first match was a little misaligned in the the view window, so hopefully that's fixed now. This hand, looking for black mana. We're on the play. I don't want to concede resources in the blind, especially with the Strix Kaito interaction. There's a lot of people who just choose to not interact with Baleful Strix because, yeah, I mean, you don't want to like actively remove the 1/1 that already drew your opponent a card. Opponent taking a mulligan. Opponent's good on 6. Let's go ahead and ponder. Yeah. Unclear whether Kolaghan's command will be relevant or fast enough, but I can usually rely on Lightning Bolt doing something. It turns out Kolaghan's command is just something I can't live without in the matchup. Like, I guess if we're against Painter again, I can try and brainstorm into it. Or I guess just naturally draw it, because then I'll also have Lightning Bolt up at that point. Shatter Skull. I mean, Kolaghan's command is pretty good against Red Prison if that's what this is. But it might also be like Ruby Storm. Yeah, Mox Opal. Not usually a card in Red Prison. Do they have the win right now? Dumping out a lot of mana. They have a defense grid, that's fine. And that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty interested in Kolaghan's command, it turns out. I'm also pretty interested in Thoughtseize. So if that's the next card down, or it could be one of the next 2 cards down even. Force of Will. Well, if they give me another turn, that's where we're at. But it's not incredibly likely. Pass it back. City of Traders. Bergie. Bolt ain't bad here. 1 card left. Burning Wish. For what? Echo. That makes sense. My plans. Well, this is a funny hand. Rite of Flame. Seems like they're going off. Now there's a pause. So maybe something's not entirely coming together here. Or they're figuring what they should play around. It's Hardcast Echo. 2 blue. Oh, Wish. Storm is 7. They might just go for Empty the Warrants at this point. If I top deck Tamiyo, we can overcome. Oh, it's Mind's Desire? Good lord. Alright, I mean, if they brick, which Mind's Desire has done in the past, you never know. Assuming Spirit Guide, at the very least they'll have a Grey Ogre. Mox Opal. Burning Wish, okay, we're dead. They almost bricked. They almost bricked. Can they generate enough mana to... Oh yeah, because of Bergie, yeah. They'll get their payoff. It was close. Alright, sweet. I feel pretty well equipped to fight Red Storm decks. But yeah, if they, you know, in game 1, if they're able to just like have a hand of defense grid and payoffs, it's going to be pretty hard to beat that. Now, if we think they have Gamble, Opposition Agent's pretty darn good. If they don't, it's not as good. Momentum Breaker can go. I'll keep the Gear Hulk because it kind of interacts with the hand. Meltdown is nice. Nicer than against other Storm decks even. Thoughtseize, Surgical, and then Consign. Then we can probably call it there. I'm not really wild about Red Blast. Trim Cling, Trim Strix. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Gearhulk than Kaito here. Not to mention, if they do have Empty the Warrens, a 4/4 with lifelink will kind of just brick that. Don't need the mountain. Definitely want all 4 bolts, so I can fight over Burgi. Blue count. Could probably cut the last Strix, honestly. Might be more wise to cut Kolaghan's command. Sure. Expensive spells, you know, they're kind of a liability when your opponent might stick you with a hand you did not consent to. Take the play. Got the one of Kolaghan's command in a consigned memory. I like this hand. I can make do with it. We even have pressure in the form of Strix. In fact, the one card that's kind of off is Surgical Extraction, but can usually make that, can usually kind of weaponize that. Extracting Burning Wish is pretty effective, as you saw from game 1. They also have a single copy of Wish usually, and then if you can counter Wish, usually good to go. Spread of lands is a little clunky too, because this will be like Volcanic Island most likely, which means I can't surveil, like if this was the red source. But it's all good. We'll figure it out. We're also in a weird spot where I'm probably not going to consign Defense Grid and just have to make it to turn 3 here so I can K-command it. Does that make sense though? Because then I'm not holding up consign either. So yeah, maybe I do consign Defense Grid, because then I actually have like top decks I can draw. Mountain Go. It's kind of the start we're hoping for. Good card. Damn it. I'm gonna hold the Strix. Don't think it's that helpful right now. Grim Monolith resolves. Pass. Pass the second main? Now what? Okay, pass. Got it. Let's surveil. Ponder. Good enough for me. Bolt, Meltdown. I'm not sure how good Meltdown's really going to be right now. I definitely want a Bolt for Burgi. So I'll take that. And now I will see if I pick up that Meltdown or not. I might. I might not. Rite of Flame. Well, here we go. Ancient Tomb. Is this a Harnfell? It is a Harnfell. That card is strong. I do have Kolaghan's command. Yeah, I can't fight over this. It's red. Can't counter it. Hope they just pass the turn. Okay, they just discarded Mox Opal. And then they put 2 Burning Wishes in exile. That's 2/5 of your deck's win cons. You gotta go for it, dude. You gotta go for it. Without a defense grid. Next card they discard. There's going to be a tough decision, like, do I Surgical Opals or Rite of Flame, you know? This can resolve. They might grab, what's it called, Echo. Then discarding it to Harnfell. I do have priority to extract Echo, which I guess would be the best use of that. Yep, there's Echo. There's Lion's Eye Diamond, so they're doing this the right way, unfortunately. Shit. So I guess I need to consign Lion's Eye Diamond. Does not feel good. I don't like it. Yeah, I guess I'd have to put a diamond on the stack, so... Yeah, they hit. Yeah, they hit. Jessica's will in hand. That might work out for them still. We'll have to see. No red floating. So I think I've stopped them. They can discard Jessica's will and try and hit a red source. Or they can crack diamond for red and cast Burgie and try and make something happen that way. So I hope at what they do, because I have Lightning Bolt. Yep, kind of comes down to this, doesn't it? Well, I hit Rite of Flame. And Galvanic Relay, that sucks. Oh, man. Fuck me. That was so good. That was so good. Now there's like no real point in going after Harnfell. This deck does have lands in it, doesn't it? Classic complaint. There's Burgie. Just increasing that storm count. Now they can cast Burning Wish and Galvanic Relay. It's disgusting. Oh, but they don't. They don't cast Burning Wish first. I guess that allows them to flip 2 more cards with Burning Wish. If I bolt right now, Storm won't be more, but... I mean, just in case I'm misremembering some shit, we'll let that happen first, and now we'll bolt. Rough stuff. Alright, now you're gonna flip 10 lands. Nope, you hit another. You hit your other Burning Wishes. Fuck. We've lost. Unbelievable. I don't see any way out of this one. Relaying Galvanic Relay there. Brazen Borrower. Yeah, it really does not do much, does it? This is what I got. Tough. Maybe I shouldn't have 6 though, because maybe they'll play around Consigned Memory. Maybe they have 2 Burning Wishes. Maybe only 1 Tendrils, but I think they have to go for it. I mean, they still have a Wish in their deck. They probably send it, and then try and send it again next turn. But sending it this turn will be enough, so almost certain we lost, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm counting a Storm of 8 here. That's all they need. Yep. Damn, they ran hot. Welcome back. Round number 3. No lander, send it back. Force Thoughtseize. Hopefully we're up against combo, I guess. Send the Swamp. Get a Badlands. Thought sees you. Take Brainstorm. We'll be under those dazes for a little bit, but I'm sure we'll draw lands, right? No, they're not leading on Wasteland. Do they want to ponder? Yeah, they probably read me for like Reanimator. Looking for that interaction. And they probably just put a Force of Will in their hand. I mean, they don't have 2 Wastelands. If they daze my Baleful Strix... Nah. I think the idea here is, like, maybe they won't Wasteland me. And if I can stifle that Wasteland, hit a land drop, that would be cool. DRC. Resolves. Second DRC. About that. If they daze me twice on this bolt, I'll force. They don't. Okay. Now it kind of just comes down to surveilling a land to the top. Bin that. Land? Shit. Well, we've probably lost. Force that. Predictable. Take me off blue. Bolt is a mega live top deck here. Definitely take land as well. How are we going to get out of this one? How indeed. Cling to Dust buys us a lot of time. Ponder. Oof. There's the Cling. Maybe I should have, like, not cared about a 3rd Wasteland and just went for it, you know? It's not over yet. But if they have a Force of Will, it's probably over. They have a Delver. Can pick that one off. But if they have Lightning Bolt, yeah, we're done. We have Lightning Bolt. Okay. Now I need this to not flip, huh? Okay. Force a negation. So I could have played around that. What a ridiculous game. Let's grab... I'm gonna keep Gearhulk in. It has lifelink. Screw everyone. That's just good in this matchup. It's just good. I will not hear anything else. Two forces on the play is fine. And they're not going to bring in a Braid. Actually, maybe they will. Sometimes they bring in a Braid because nothing else is good enough. One second. Ponder this hand. Okay. If you answered it's a keep, you are correct. Go ahead and comment down below and let us know if you thought it was a keep. And if you don't think it's a keep, comment and tell me why. I mean, if they don't deploy DRC until they have Delirium, that could be a problem. Something else we could do is not play Tamiyo until we can also hold up Brainstorm. That would be pretty devious. And might also give us the chance to play on basics. Yeah, I think it will ponder on one. I like it. Cling to Dust makes it incredibly likely I'll be able to beat Dragon's Rage Channeler with Orcish Bowmasters. As usual, we're going to be using our life total as a resource. Likely just take one here, but maybe not even one. Tamiyo resolves. Activate Mishra's Bauble. They're looking at... What are they looking at right now? Shit. Oh, Brainstorm. Yeah, they're looking at Brainstorm. Hedge Maze. Holy crap. Oh, this is interesting. Are they going to get Delirium mid-combat? Cast Brainstorm. Daze? How dare you? I can't pay. But I will take out your DRC with Bowmasters now. It's almost guaranteed. Unless you have Force of Will. That's rough. Okay, well, I don't want to take 3 next turn. So I'm going to hold up Cling. But damn, they're like unstoppable. Wastelands, whatever. Make a black. Cling your Bauble. Lightning Bolt's nice. So we know they have Volcanic Island, right? Volcanic Island and 1 unknown. Start firing Strixes here. Hopefully draw a land. Kolaghan's Command, that is a liability of sorts. So they can't wasteland me and then also bolt my Strix out of the way. That's too many land drops in one turn. There's done. They say to hell with the Strixes. Hedge Maze, not really what you expect to see out of Delver. But maybe that's what they're playing instead of Tropical Island. They're like, yeah, I'm going to cast Questing Druid sometimes, but not very often, so yeah. Trim this Thoughtseize, bring back a 3rd Force of Will. Ugh. Mulligan. Dog. This is rough. Going to 5 sounds awful, though. I have a free pitch with Kolaghan's Command. Land is great draw. Bauble? Okay, they don't have a DRC. Do they have a Delver? Oh, they're looking at their top cards, so they probably don't even have a Delver. They don't want what's on top of their deck. They're going to pass. Okay. Well, that is good. That's just good for us. More Bowmasters, alright. Please don't wasteland me. Oh my god. I was really hoping to see a land there. And if I'm putting something like Red Blast that's so valuable into my graveyard, they know I'm starved for lands, so I'm probably going to get wastelanded here. But maybe they'll get Brainstorm locked and die. Oh god, I wasn't serious. Oh my god. Cast Strix. Getting up on board here. Daze, you got it. Now we feel reasonably ahead. Ponder. Bowmasters would have, like, gotten dazed as well. And this way, I don't give them an extra mana for their turn. They don't shuffle, and then they don't play a land. Or wait, yeah, they do play a land. That's right. They dazed. Okay. Land? More Bowmasters. Okay, please don't let me down here. Thank God. Yeah, you know, I kind of want to keep all this in orbit, but maybe in a different sequence, you know? Definitely protecting my red source. But if they go counterbalance, that would be real bad. Folks, it'd be real bad. This is tricky. It's not like I really have the resources to, like, dance around counterbalance either, because you're usually losing at least one card in that scenario. Testing the waters, running something into Daze or Pyroblast, you know, it's just a mess. So maybe I just put Ponder back, play Delta, or Ponder on top. 2 Bowmasters usually wins. 3 is even better. Oh! Oh! What did I tell everybody? What do I get here? This one. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god. Oh no. But they're not going to use it? What do you need mana for? Shit. You definitely don't need it more than I need my volcanic island with this hand. Good lord. Fascinating. They hit DRC and Force It Will? That's pretty good. 5 card types. 2 Wastelands. Well, I'm glad they did that first. And why are they going after this? Make a blue. Let it lapse. Oh, they're playing around Oil Deep Gear Hulk, of course. Make a red. Bolt. They can force almost for free. It'd be a 1-for-1. Yeah. So good. So good. So they pitched Brazen Borrower. It's kind of a win. Alright, we're in deep trouble if we don't hit a land here. I should probably just play Bowmasters, honestly. If I'm gonna lose, I'm not losing with 4 cards in my hand. Come on, come on, come on. Shit. It's not the worst draw imaginable, but it's up there. This attack is probably too risky as well. But we're gonna do it. Play that. Okay, are they gonna bolt my army? Because that's not a bad exchange. Yeah. I'll take it. Put a card on top, that's not good. Now I have 2 live Bowmasters, like... How are they gonna cantrip? Murktide Regent. Now DRC is a 1-1. Not bad. But if they have Red Blast, I'll need that land again so I can snap Red Blast that, and I don't have a lot of time. Oh my god, yes. We'll start with Petty Theft. Here comes the Red Blast. So hopefully next turn I can Snapcaster... Oh shit. They're gonna get a free Surveil. No! God, I'm so bad. Well, I mean, the theme of Aetherdrift is like going really fast, so I mean... Maybe I'm just doing the thing. Alright, bolt you. Take 8. 2 cards left over there. They didn't sculpt to the top at least. But yeah, if they have another Red Blast, like, I have even less time to figure this out. Please help me. Oh, that card could be really good. Fuck me. Alright, 1 turn left. Punished for discarding that red blast now. If they don't play another creature, the speed trap card could work. I mean, they could also just bolt me right now. They don't. Help. Ponder. Help. Shit. Shuffle. Alright. We've lost. Damn. 1 and 2. Things have not really been going too well. Like, you can see how different the game would have been if, like, instead of Red Blast, they had, like, Ponder or Brainstorm or stuff like that. Well, they had seen 1 Ponder and 1 Brainstorm. But yeah. Alright. Welcome back for round number 4. Trying to keep a positive attitude here after getting nut drawn by Ruby Storm, and I don't even know what went wrong against Delver, but clearly something went wrong. Mist Collar. So probably facing Merfolk right now. Probably need to bolt, try and keep the board clear, and then get a good exchange on Momentum Breaker. Merfolk does play Wasteland though, so that could be an issue. I'll take 1. Nothing. I mean, it could be like Merfolk Trickster or something like that. So yeah, Momentum Breaker's not really going to line up quite yet. I guess that means what? Just cantrip with Cling? Vidalian Hexcatcher. Okay, never mind. Looks like it will work out. Let's get Volcanic Island. Bolt your Hexcatcher. Untap. Play a Swamp. Cast Momentum Breaker. Increase the speed. It's getting crazy out here. So Mist Collar goes down. They don't want to sacrifice it for the effect, because then they'd have to discard a card. That's also some nice insurance against like Goblin Bombardment or something like that. Goblin Bombardment usually very effective against removal like that, but if they do that, then they might have to discard a card. Oh no, Wasteland, fuck. That's so bad. Tideshaper. That's not so bad. Yeah. I needed that to be an island. So Tideshaper actually goofing up a little bit here. Cast Brainstorm. Ah, fuck this. Oh, God. Things are not going well. You know what? Oil Deep Gearhulk might really take this game over. Aether Vial. I guess I forced that. Although, I mean, it's really going to be about making sure they don't put the hurt on in the next 2 turns while I draw dead. So actually, Aether Vial's fine. Just don't want them to have another creature in the next 2 turns, so pass it back. There's a lot of mental incongruity here when you're looking at your basic swamp, wanting to cast Thoughtseize. Can't do it. Got Tideshaper. Alright, perfect. Pitch, Nimble Destructionist. Alright, next we'll draw another sad card, Cling to Dust. And then maybe after that, something good might happen to us. Definitely due to find a land. We've seen 3. And we're a quarter through our deck. 2 under par. Perfect. Except our Volcanic Island is already gone. Yeah. Working towards that Oil Deep Gearhulk. Yeah, Thoughtseize you. Almost die. Probably see a Vial activation in response. We don't. See a lot of scary stuff though. Svalin is a huge problem. Has 4 toughness? It does. Harbinger is also a problem. Because I feel like I just need to take that. How am I going to beat Svalin? Oil Deep Gear Hulk, I guess. They're going to get to draw a card if I don't take Svalin. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a complete mess. But I should probably try and play the game, right? I mean, I have Brazen Borrower. Yeah, you know what? Bring it on. Not to mention, I can sacrifice Momentum Breaker and gain 1 life, which is super relevant in this matchup. But it would be nice if my top speed was 3 before I did that. Sure. You got it. Oh god. So something really sad about this is that if I want to bolt Lord of Atlantis, I need to bounce Harbinger, at which point they will have a blue card for Force. So the whole thing is kind of just a giant mess. I have a Force of my own now, but I'm just dead on board pretty much. When you get Brainstorm locked, you lose, is what I always say. Is there any way to make this make any sense? I could bounce Lord of Atlantis and then counter it, and then take 4 down to 2, and then I'd have to top deck like Bolt, I guess. Or no, Basic Mountain, I mean. Be at 1. This is such a mess. Yeah, I mean, people come here to see the outs. Let's play to the outs. Put that vial up to 4. No? Crazy. Force Pitch, another Harbinger. Okay. What are you gonna do? Literally. We're getting trashed this league. 3 Red Blasts. They better have Chalice of the Void or they're not going to be happy. And Fatal Push. We have 8 1-mana removal spells for their whole deck. This should go pretty well. Should. I think I'll retain Thoughtseize as well, but we can go down on... Spell Pierce seems pretty good too. They don't want a lot of mana. Trim 1 Force, and then Narset, Nimble, Tamiyo? Well, no, maybe not Tamiyo. Maybe it is for Thoughtseize. No, I think it's Spell Pierce. Yeah. Yeah, I think our creatures will ultimately outclass theirs. Not being able to get basic mountain does hurt. So maybe I just do that. Maybe I just play Undercity Sewers on 1. I don't know. I think the possibility of just riding with Tamiyo is incredibly powerful. That +2 is not going to be what merfolk want to see. And it's very difficult for them to remove creatures. They have to play cards like Dismember and stuff. Nice. Maybe I'll get that basic mountain after all. Not quite. Definitely gonna Thoughtseize. And I'm already exposed to Wasteland, so I might Brainstorm again next turn. So let's see if I can just keep this Undercity Sewers like far away from the operation. And they don't really mess with your hand that much, but if they have like a weird rogue Vendilion click that I guess they would have to play off a Lotus Petal or something, I don't know. I'm just going to put Baraglyph in my hand. I'm just going to do it. Although protecting my red sources is also important. Sure. Harbinger the Tides. I mean, yeah, this card is good. It's good against Baraglyph. So is Trickster. Svalin's card advantage, so that card is a problem. They might not do much if I take Tideshaper, though. That's like their velocity. You can't kick it with an Aether Vial, though, so... Yeah, they're gonna have to make some tough choices here. Let's take Trickster and then just sit behind Baraglyph. They can tap it down. Or wait, no, they can't. Yeah, you gotta return it. Creature has to be tapped and then you can bounce it. Take Trickster. And then I'm sure we'll have a Red Blast or something by the time they get to Svalin mana. Or Vial counters. Harbinger of the Tides. Interesting. And then Shaper. Yep. Alright, let's just sit the thing in play. They could bounce it with Sync if they drew a land. I could also just get Thoughtseize back. That's actually pretty appealing. Well, I can't sit Baraglyph into play as well, so... Okay. 2 other Merfolk give it indestructible. I wonder... Cast Brainstorm. Okay, beauty. Not gonna be able to keep this away for much longer. Do that. And yeah, we'll see if they hardcast Svalin or not. They might even have to hold Sync if they think Tamio is getting too close to drawing a million cards. Nah, they bolting that in. And I'm fine with Tamio going to 4 loyalty. If they vial in a Lord, that's a little different. Super interesting they didn't want to do that beforehand, though. Oh, it's when Svalin attacks? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. This happens. Nothing? What are they holding up 3 mana for? I'm concerned. Alright, bolt your Tide Shaper. Right? Cling Bloodstained Mire. Draw Island. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. Grab Bolt. Uh-oh. Attack of the Graveyard. Deshaun's Tidebender. Binder. I keep saying Bender. Yeah, we'll just counter that. Now I can Svalin. Maybe I just want to draw a card off this clue token, though. See if they vial anything in. Nope. Bolt. Hydroblast would have been a major punish, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they play Aether Vial. I mean, Chalice of the Void. Master of the Pearl Trident resolves. Threatening Svalin with an Aether Vial. 1 unknown. Scary stuff. Crack that clue. Snapcaster Mage is beautiful. Pyroblast is even better. Huh? Wow. They're really taxing my removal, aren't they? At least I get the 3 loyalty. Alright, it would be pretty sweet if Snapcaster traded for Master of the Pearl Trident, but I don't think that's gonna really happen. Do I need land number 6? I think I can do better than that. I know their last card, it's Svalin, which is a scary card, especially when they can vial it in. I feel like there are no real tricks to be had here, right? Since they can have Ward 1, that's only when you're targeting it though, so even if they like vial in response to the Pyroblast, it's not really going to work. It's already been targeted. I don't have to pay for Ward after it's already been targeted. The shield went up too slow. Sorry. This is good magic though. Nikachu would be proud. Now I can force the issue though, which is tough. Alright, destroy your Master of the Pearl Trident. Attacking Tamio. Cast Snapcaster Mage. Target. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Bolt. Great. Svalin is exposed. I will definitely trade Tamio for Svalin. Plop, 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 plop. Play Baragoyf. Can I fade a draw step is the next question. Alright, we got there. Didn't even want to see what they drew. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to see if they were on Chalice or not. And I'm wondering if I actually need this fourth Force of Will here. I don't think so. Maybe. What about Nimble? I feel like the scariest things their merfolks do are state-based, though. It's the lords. It's not really the ETBs that are making me lose sleep at night. They can bounce, they can lock something down. Tidebinder. It's all very temporary. It's all designed to keep you off balance long enough for them to deal lethal. So yeah, it's certainly not Nimble. I think this is the deck. No, 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 no. All wrong. But it's so tempting to keep. I hate being down resources in this matchup against Merfolk where you just need to, like, they don't have, like, important game pieces. Like, every game piece is important. You just need to be able to remove them all or trade with them all. And I have Force of Will to get up on that first one. Bowmasters doesn't really trade for much in this matchup. Has to, like, ambush even. Alright, fine, I'll mulligan. Ugh. Yeah, I'll keep. Bottom Kolaghan's Command. God, this is scary. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, maybe they don't have a lot of lands either. Force your Aether Vial. Bolt's nice. Pin that. So there's one on the bottom of my library and one in the graveyard now, so I don't need to worry about top decking Kolaghan's Command. Oh, they're on a one-lander, okay. No Wasteland is sure. Nice. Ponder's a great draw. Let's go ahead and fire that. It can't even daze me right now. Okay, this is good stuff. Like, what if Baragoyf just catches them off guard, you know? It's possible. Could happen. We're hoping for not too many shenanigans right now. Okay, they hit their land drop. What does that mean? Miscaller? That's something you can Bowmaster. So we might even pump the brakes on Baragoyf. We'll definitely bolt Tideshaper. Okay, no daze. Play Bowmasters. They can blank my army, which is actually pretty annoying. Oh, they don't? Wild. I guess if they want to violin another creature. Do they have another Tideshaper? That's kind of what they're telling me. Yeah. There it is. I think I would trade both of these for Tideshaper. Just got to keep that board empty. Vial's at 2. They draw an island. Lord of Atlantis. Why would they cast it? Why would they cast it? Why wouldn't they vial it? Shit. No, Baragoyf can race this. I'm gonna sneak it in. Hiya. Underneath your counter magic. Now you are free to draw Wasteland. Actually, I'd prefer if you didn't, because like Strix would be kind of hard to cast. Oh, that's a good draw. Oh my god. Indestructible. I mean, I still get my lifelink is the thing. But yeah, we have to deal with this Master of the Pearl Trident, like, right away. Help me, please. Oh, God. I guess if I draw Oil Deep Gear Hulk and another land after that. Yeah, we're already so exposed to Wasteland, we might as well just have good mana, you know? And I'm not going to bolt anything this turn, obviously, because of the ward. So yeah, it'd be like a cantrip I'm drawing towards. Shit. That's so bad. Alright. Get my life. I mean, there is some question whether or not they even want to attack with Svalin. Give me Bowmaster triggers. It's not, like, entirely free. Oh god, now what? Oh, wow. That's so good. Things not going great. Now I can't attack through Svalin. Yeah, I think it is correct to draw those cards. Tidebinder. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we're getting completely overrun. Just need to get that Master of the Pearl Trident out of here. This league is cursed. This league is cursed. Ugh, god damn it, man. I'm trying out here, but they're not letting me do it. They're not letting me do it. One more match to go in this cursed-ass league. Keep this hand. See what we're up against. Another good matchup. Commercial District. Usually Storm. We'll see. Land is not bad here. Alright. Chrome Mox. Certainly does seem like a Storm deck. Or I guess it could be Gruul. No, Gruul Initiative would never play Commercial District. And yeah, that's a Song of Creation underneath the Chrome Mox. Almost certainly up against Storm here. And I feel like they wouldn't be playing all this artifact mana if they didn't want to also utilize the Storm it generates. So we'll see if Force of Will can hang out here. Dark Ritual. But the way that they're protecting that green mana really makes it seem like they have a Veil of Summer, so it's not good. Their graveyard is like empty. If they go for Guy as well, I'm just going to let them do their thing. Counter the last possible Besiege. And hope they don't have like tendrils in their hand, I guess. Yep. Go for it. Yep. The Imprinted Burning Wish. Dark Ritual. Yeah. God damn it, man. How are these hands so good? If I had another Force of Will, I could beat this, but I don't. Fuck. They're gonna go for it. They've already come this far, and now they're casting the Veil. It's so funny. Like, there's no way they don't just go for it here. You gotta ask me if I have it. Well, I don't. You win. So that was a turn 2 on a 7. Well, it's surveilled to the top, though. That counts for something. Maybe that was the Veil. Who the fuck knows? Sometimes it feels like no matter how hard you try, you just can't win. And that's Magic, you know? You gotta take it in stride. Consign. Opposition Agent. Thoughtseize. Surgical. I'm not the biggest fan of Meltdown against this version of Storm. We're keeping Oil Deep Gear Hulk in. It's blue. Cut Strix. Cut Momentum Breaker. Cut Lightning Bolt. No Burgies this time. Cut Mountain. I'll take the Spell Bomb too. That also plays around Veil of Summer. because it is not black or blue. It's associated with black mana for your EDH purposes, but it's not a black card. So you do not get hexproof from it. Yeah, that's good enough. Take the play. Force Surgical. That would have won last game, so I'm going to keep it. Having the bolt show up is not great. I could have sighted down to one bolt and brought back probably just Strix for a blue card. It's fine. Opponent down to 5. Finally getting a little bit of love back from God. I'll keep almost any blue card because that would let me deploy Tamiyo. Unless it's consigned memory, then I'd rather weaponize that. Have Tamiyo be the pitch card. Use Bowmasters to win. But once Tamiyo flips, you just got a lot of utility. More Bowmasters, huh? That's tough. Might not have time to cast 2. Yeah, we'll bin Bowmasters. It might also embolden my opponent to go off if they think I'm like desperately hunting for interaction. Verdant Catacombs, Lion's Eye Diamond. Do we have a wheel with Veil Summer? Doesn't work though. Or wait, yeah, if you just cast the thing first, it would work. I'm gonna counter that, obviously. I'd feel pretty good about it. I mean, they still have a lot of resources, but, you know, this could work out. Thoughtseize is a bad draw. Kaito's a good draw if I find the next land, because it will give me selection and an increased damage output. I assume they'll surveil here off Undercity Sewers, yep. I know how to play Storm. Burning Wish gets milled. I could probably extract those and feel pretty good about it. What's the deal? Oh. Hell yeah, baby. That was funny. They do have a mainboard Tendrils to look out for, but this should limit most of their options. They have 3 Thoughtseizes as well. Defanged, but not declawed. And also ripping that card out of their hand is pretty sweet. Let's try and end things here. Narset. Tough. Tough draw. Things don't always come in the right order. Would have been nice to deploy Tamiyo there. Brainstorm, you got it. Now I've got quite a clock. They could also just win. I mean, it's not the easiest for them to win, but if they just picked up Echo, spin us new hands, they could win like that. However, I do have blue mana up, so it's very possible the wheel might give me consigned memory. So they would then have to Thoughtseize first. It just starts becoming a bit much to ask of a 7 card hand. Maybe it's not that much. 7 cards is a lot. Ponder. Cast it. Turn off auto yields. Any order. Shuffle. Land's a good draw. Put him to 8. Lethal next turn. They know what they're drawing, so I assume they have some way out of this. They didn't concede. Yeah, they know their next 2 cards even. Mox Opal resolves. Entomb. Brainstorm. Yep. So their next card down must be like Beseech the Mirror or something. They can Tendrils to stay alive. Yep. Oh, Guy as well? Do they have a win here? Yeah, they probably do. Damn, dude. Maybe Bolt will work if they have to draw cards at any point. I don't think they do, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they just can barely get over the line here. Can make a storm for 9 without more triggers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, fuck. Fuck! This has been a rough run. This has been a very rough run. Not at all helped by the top of my deck, I might add. Those brainstorms really needed to deliver. Boy, didn't they. They're at 4. Can you lose one more life anywhere? I'm missing something. Something does not add up here. Lightning Bolt beats Veil of Summer. But... yeah. Okay. Why didn't they go for the win? Maybe I don't know how to play Storm. 1 card in hand. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? Bolt? Veil? Don't draw a card, I haven't cast a black spell. Or a blue one. Wow. I mean, I guess they were just being careful, right? I'm shocked they didn't Veil in response to those 3 Bowmaster triggers, though. I'm not sure what they were playing around. Well, very fitting that we've been given a chance to get a 2-3 when we shouldn't. It's just been kind of a rough league, but that's okay. Like I said at the end of the last round, that's Magic. Sometimes you'll play perfectly and still lose. Not that I've played perfectly or anything. Maybe I do want Meltdown. No, I don't. Give me another blue card. Changed my mind really quick on that. Oh, Baraglyph is not that good either. Nah, whatever. It's pretty good against Empty the Warons. This has to be a keep. Spell Pierce and Force of Will. And a strong clock. And surgical extraction. That surgical was not very good though. I can't imagine. Well, I mean, it was kind of good. Like, it took a Burning Wish out of their hand. Yeah, it was probably pretty good actually. It hurt their consistency. Even though, like, they were still hyper consistent, you know? LED, Scalding Tarn, pass the turn. Scary. Land number 3. It's not terrible. It's a little scary to see it this early on. I would have preferred like a backup blue card, or like another Force, or like Consign, Opposition Agent. You know, land is just like the most likely thing we'll hit at some point. Chrome Mox is fine. Spell Pierce looking worse and worse. They got a Veil of Summer under there. He might have another one. Kraken fetches. Once they put the card they care about on the stack, though, they can just pay for Spell Pierce with LED. Galvanic Relay. I ain't touching that. They're gonna flip 2 cards? I wonder. What if I did Spell Pierce? They can't LED right now. I could ask them... Well, let's see what the first card is. It's another Relay. That's not that great. Yeah, I mean, I could ask them if they want to keep the card in their hand or flip. I don't know, it just doesn't seem very good, but like Spell Pierce is not going to get much better from here, I don't think. Okay, they want to keep the card in their hand. That is interesting. Now, bouncing Chromox, I think, is very bad. Oh, come on. There we go. I wanted that Thoughtseize. Because apparently the card in their hand must be rather good. What is it? Dog, I knew it. Extracting Veil Summer is very appealing. They'll still have Thoughtseize they can bust through my counter magic with. Don't want to do it on their draw step because that'll give them another copy of Galvanic Relay. So I'd do it now if ever. I don't know. I'm going to pass. This doesn't seem like the right moment. We're hoping they don't draw like a 0 here. Draw Brainstorm. I mean, if they don't hit a land, they can't relay. I wonder if I should just force this. I mean, they actually could because they have LED, but then they'd lose their diamond. Man. Sure. Good draw. 3 mana, draw 3. It's not bad. Thoughtseize, Veil Summer, and Lion's Eye Diamond. Well, if they don't draw a payoff, we're looking fine. If they do, GG. Oh, wow. It's the card. Probably just play Strix here. I really need a better card. Ponder. If I can get double force, that'd be nice. Yeah, that's also pretty good. Basically, I just need to not top deck a payoff. That's all. And I can lightning rod their Thoughtseize to my Thoughtseize, maybe, depending on what they draw. They also just might not care about Thoughtseize, and I should actually just forget about it. Alright, they'll have to wonder which of these mediocre cards I put in my hand off the ponder. Or they could go a level deeper and be like, oh, there's something good on top of their deck. I should not Thoughtseize this turn. Yep. I don't think they can cast Beseech the Mirror this turn. Taking Surgical? Do they draw Veil? Okay, a Meltdown would be pretty good here. I've gone crazy. And they also just cast a Veil to put it in their graveyard. They took my Surgical Extraction. Why would they take my Surgical Extraction? Nothing makes sense any longer. I think I'm going to cast Oil Deep Gear Hulk. I think it's important for the video and to see what's in their hand. Maybe I'll just leave it there. You don't know. Blue, blue, black, black. 4-turn clock. 3-turn clock. Lotus Petal. Keep it. The lifelink is pretty relevant too. If they scrape by and can't make like a huge ass storm, I'm just gonna force that. I don't want them to know about Consign. But yeah, if they can just like scrape by and their storm isn't like gigantic, could be pretty relevant. Play Baraglyph. Crazy that there's no artifact in the yard. Petal. Did they draw another payoff? Gamble? Fuck this, man. Ah. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't fade any draw steps. I'm getting shat on out here, man. Disrespected. Yep. Okay. Thoughtseize, Force of Will. Not getting this. Force that too. Good luck. Dark Ritual. Burning Wish. Tendrils. Consign to memory. That's right. If you get wheeled into a win, you wheel me into a proper defense. That's the deal. Alright. Obviously, it's all in good fun, but that was a rough league. I'm quite confident about both my Delver matchup and my Merfolk matchup. And I even felt like I had made the proper play in a lot of those games, like playing around counterbalance and all that stuff against Delver, but they did not materialize in wins, and it's important to remember that whenever you're playing Magic. You're not always going to get the win, even if you make the play you think is correct and other people think is correct. That's just how it goes sometimes in a high variance game, and it's totally fine. Hopefully it was fun to see me ham it up for the camera a little bit. I'm not actually mad, you know? Let's evaluate these cards, though. Oil Deep Gearhulk didn't really come into play in the last game there, you know? This card would probably be a little strong even if it didn't have the Vendilion click effect. Like if I just like stripped that Lotus Petal, maybe this card would be strong. As it is, like, it's not very strong, but 4/4 lifelink is pretty cool. Ward 1 could be nice. Not sure why it wasn't like Ward 2 or something. This is like a very restrictive mana cost. And also we never used it on ourselves either, so like it's possible this card has more flexibility if you want to fix up your hand a little bit while deploying a threat. I could see it happening. And then Momentum Breaker, we never got to sacrifice it to gain life, but it's very easy to increase your top speed in this deck because you have like maybe Baleful Strix, which has flying and is hitting for 1. Bowmaster sometimes just sends a ping at the opponent. We have burn spells, so very easy to get to 3, but I mean paying 2 to gain 3 life in this deck, it's not really that great. We already have Cling to Dust, which can gain life for black usually. However, you can kind of like draw comparisons between the two because like Cling to Dust is highly recursive, very easy to escape. So we're getting multiple copies of that each game usually. And then this one, you've ideally traded 1-for-1 on that. I can't imagine a scenario really where you cast this and you don't get at least 1-for-1 since it has the clause where your opponent has to discard. But yeah, I think Cling is probably better, and I think that Sheoldred's Edict is likely still much better than Momentum Breaker, but it was a fun card. It did its thing. I'm just curious if the life gain is worth it or not, and then yeah, the enchantment card typing for Baraglyph is also cool. We really hardly ever get enchantments. I'm trying to think of another one. There's Blood Moon, of course, but you don't really want that ending up in your graveyard. As far as enchantments that you want in your graveyard go, I'm not sure it gets much better than Momentum Breaker. Yeah, I guess that's it. Please comment below and tell me about all the cool Aetherdrift cards I missed for this deck. I was thinking about just throwing Market Back Walker in there just because, like, it seems like a really strong card, even though we don't synergize with it at all. Well, we have Kolaghan's Command, so we do a little bit. But I was like, yeah, nah, we'll just, like, stay, like, somewhat on theme here. Yeah, that's it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out Bifrost Gaming for the Team Trios event coming up in March, and I'll see y'all next time. Happy AETHERDRIFT release.